Hey, it's Steve Shannon, just about ready to put together another perfect playlist. You know you all have one for the gym, you know, for doing yard work, for when you go to bed at night. So each week we're gonna build a perfect playlist under a different theme. So let's go ahead and get started and meet this week's guest on the perfect playlist. This week our playlist are songs that instantly make you feel better. And those that make you feel better in some cases physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And my friend Amy Nagel, who's also a physical therapist and who also battles multiple sclerosis, is joining us this morning. Should I say this morning? And what did I do? Did I do something wrong?
No.
Oh, you gave me that look.
No.
Like, what'd I do? Why do women have that look they can give you? Because, you know, she's a wife and a mother, and instantly you know you did something wrong.
We're good at that. Yeah.
You rehearsed that look, yes?
Yeah.
Tell me what it's, I mean, how long have you been diagnosed with MS?
Little over 6 years.
And
so.
what is a day like? How does this disease, cause life to be a struggle for you?
I have to think more about what I'm going to do from day to day. I used to not have to worry about how much I do. I'm a very active person. I was an athlete.
Yeah.
I have to be mindful of not pushing it too hard, even though I want to.
Sure.
Because you can get worn out pretty quickly, and then that sometimes can take you on a downward spiral.
Okay. Long term, what are worst case scenarios for those that battle MS?
Worst case scenario would be that you are no longer mobile on your own, so that you might need to use a walker or a wheelchair. That doesn't happen to everyone.
Sure.
And that you become dependent and you need a caregiver.
Sure.
That would be the worst case
Boy,
scenario.
and you professionally help people be more mobile as a physical therapist, and that's like an ironic, almost cruel joke that it was given to you that one day you may fight to be mobile.
Because when you read, information about, maybe getting some help with certain things that you might be dealing with, it says consult your physical therapist. So.
Okay. Well, what did you tell yourself? If you're like me, and I think that's why we've had this great friendship, as I started as a patient, and then you and I became friends, is a lot of times during my therapy sessions, we talked about music, and we talked about it a lot. Right. And so music is one of those things that can, as well as your emotions and your spiritual self, can make you feel better physically. And like when we get to these songs now, my first one is all about making me feel better physically. So, and by the way, at the end of this video, we're going to share with you how you can participate in this year's MS Walk and support the cause and help finding a cure. And it's in a beautiful place in May in Rockford this year. So what's first on your list of songs that instantly make you feel better?
It's a song called Breathe by Johnny Diaz.
Okay.
And so all of my songs are faith-based songs. Okay.
And I have a couple too. I knew this was coming because you and I.
That's all I listen to now.
Yes.
So,
yes.
I could name probably a lot of 80s songs that
sure.
make me instantly feel better and take me back to high school times and stuff like that.
But I understand, for both you and me, our relationship with God is very important, and that is the one that can always make you feel better. So tell me a little bit more about this artist. I'm not familiar with him. I
actually don't know much about the artist.
Okay.
But the song is talks about how, our daily lives are very chaotic.
Yes.
We've got, you're running your kids to school or you're going to work and you get up and you're go, go, go and you got all this stuff going on and lists and that you're trying to check off. And this song, talks about that, and then it says just breathe. That God is telling you just to breathe and come and rest at His feet.
Sure.
So this is kind of a good reminder for me that, in the chaos of my daily life, whatever's going on, that sometimes I just need to take a moment for myself and to be with God.
Okay.
And that helps me kind of recharge.
My first one is from Mariah Carey. It's called Make It Happen. And I remember when this was a popular song being played on the radio a lot, I had one coworker who was always high fives in the hallway when we would see each other, and it was constant. We'd always say, M-I-H it, baby, M-I-H it, anytime you were struggling. And that one makes me feel better because it is high fives with coworkers. Those are the days where the grind gets long, and if you've got a coworker that can lift your spirits, it made me physically more energetic. All right, what's next on your list?
All right, by Casting Crowns, Praise You in the Storm.
Okay.
And I think we all have things that have happened in our lives. It might be little or it might be significant, like getting diagnosed with MS.
Yeah.
And I think we tend to you know, be happy and joyful and praise God in all the happy times, of course.
Yes.
But we have to remember to also praise Him when things are not quite going our way.
Yes. Yes.
So I like the song because that reminds me of that.
Right on.
Which is hard to do sometimes.
My next one is faith-based, and it also includes my favorite word. My all-time favorite word is joy. And it's a song by Zach Williams. It's called Old Church Choir. And there's a lyric in the song where he says, "Ain't nobody gonna steal my joy." So that song, seriously, when you're having those moments where you feel like that, remind myself that I have infinite joy. I just need to remind myself of where it comes from and stop being, you know, it's my favorite sound effect. Sorry.
That's good. One more time?
What's next?
All right. A song by Hillary Scott.
Ooh, I like her.
Yeah, Thy Will.
Yeah?
Do you know that song?
Yeah,
okay. So,
okay.
Yeah, and that, again, you know, I have plans.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm a planner. I'm a list person. I like to know what's going to go on. You know, but sometimes things don't go the way that I planned, and I have to remember that it is not my plan. It is God's plan, and I have to try to just let it be His will no matter what it is.
Sure. My next song, and actually the next two, are all about my daughter, because thoughts about her always make me feel better. First one is Fireflies by Owl City. She was 5 when this song was popular, and it was our first big date night, just her and I. Her mom was out of town. And we went out for burgers and fries and went out to get ice cream. And when we came home, it happened to be in the summer, and our backyard was filled with fireflies. And I remember us going and emptying 2 pickle jars in the refrigerator. And then she was like, "Ooh, they smell bad." So we had to wash them. And then we went outside the backyard, caught fireflies. So it just always makes me feel better when I think about that song.
That's awesome.
Next on your list?
I'm actually going to change my mind but I'm going to go My Lighthouse by Rend Collective.
Okay.
This is a little bit more, it's got an upbeat tempo, and so it kind of makes me feel like dancing a little bit too. But it talks about, you know, God is our lighthouse. He leads us through the storm. It's something that can bring us through.
And apparently he's like a DJ for your dance floor.
That's right.
The best DJ there is. Well, okay, I'll take number 2 position. No. All right, so next in mine is actually the song, I made a birthing room mixtape when we were having Macy.
Really?
And the first song on that tape was Stevie Wonder's Isn't She Lovely? Another song makes me happy because my daughter always does.
That always reminds you of her.
Yep, sure does. Yeah. All right, what's next on your list?
Matthew West, Do Something. So, talks about, you know, we wonder why are things happening, why doesn't somebody do something? Well, yeah, we need to do something. So I really like that song in regards to the Walk MS, because it doesn't matter how big or small. I mean, we can all do something.
Yes.
And so participating in Walk MS for me is some ways that I can do something and help raise money and hopefully, you know, get some things done in the world of the research. And
I'm really excited about this particular episode of the playlist because I only know one of your songs. I know Matthew West well, but I don't know that song. And I'm so excited because I'm going to get to listen to a bunch of songs I've never heard before. My last one on my list is also faith-based, and it only recently came into my life. And now I have the lyrics printed actually on a cabinet door in my kitchen. It's called Redeemed by Big Daddy Weave. The line in the song that gets me is, because I don't have to be the old man inside of me, because his day is long dead and gone, because I've got a new name, a new life, I'm not the same, and a hope that will carry me home. And I read those lyrics every single day, and I feel washed and cleansed every time I do. And, you know, we all go through things that we, you know, that are a struggle, and whether they be something physical or for me it's something very emotional. These songs work. They'll instantly make you feel better. So if you are feeling like doing something and being involved in Walk MS, it is Sunday, May 7th at the Clem Arboretum in Rockford, and there's a link below that you can click on to become a part of the walk. You can put your own team together, or you can just come walk by yourself, maybe bring the kids, but we'd love for you to be involved. Amy, thanks so much.
Thank you.
It's good to see you again.
Yeah, you too.
All right, thanks. We'll see you next edition of The Perfect Playlist.